All right, guys, welcome back to the Route 66 Overwatch Cup. ZP, you get nervous again, buddy? All of a
Uh,
sudden, you put your money on FaZe. They're looking a little tilted. Cloud9,
so
they win this series. You take a shot of some FOM hot sauce.
I know I can't win because I was rooting for C9 in the first series, and then C9 let me down. And here I'm just like, listen, my heart still says C9, but I'm gonna play the statistics. FaZe can't really lose twice, can they? Well, the answer is they absolutely can, but I'm hoping they won't. FaZe, they still have that extra life because they came in from the upper bracket, but C9 has reset things. And right now we're looking at this extra draft here, and I gotta say, FaZe, they do take down the control maps, but in the end, they don't take out Hollywood.
Yeah, and we saw Cloud9. To be fair, Hollywood was a lot
It was.
closer. It felt a little more one side on Legion Tower, and Cloud9 just with how often they love to swap, it feels like they have a bit of a more diverse hero pool, or at least choose to use more diverse heroes more frequently. That catches you a bit off guard of those control point maps. So we're going to see slightly more straightforward maps, a little more organized, hopefully, for FaZe. Now, out of these, I imagine if FaZe gets choice, they don't want to go to Hollywood first.
Certainly not. I mean, the other idea, though, is that FaZe, they're pretty stubborn. They could also be looking at it as, look, it was kind of ridiculous how we lost Hollywood. C9's not going to do that again. We thought we were better than them anyways. So they could just be they want that salty run back for Hollywood. We're just like, look, we're not going to lose this again. We feel we're better than you guys here. So, I mean, that's always like something that could be in your competitive psyche in these sorts of games. And
Salty runbacks have a mixed track record. I have seen some salty runbacks across all esports, not just Overwatch, ending complete disasters. So you don't want it to be too salty. You've got to have like the just enough salt that like you're burning with ambition to defeat them, but not so much salt that you completely self-destruct. So with that draft concluded, let's go find out what we're going to be playing first here. Choice is Route 66. Actually, the choice of Cloud9. They don't go to Hollywood first. But
interesting.
and FaZe will get choice of attack or defense as we'll reset our score here, guys. It is 0-0 in this final best of three.
Well, it's interesting, too, because FaZe has had some very dominant games on Route 66 in recent times. So, I don't know, man. On one hand, you have FaZe bringing C9 to Hollywood. Now you have
What's happening?
C9 bringing FaZe to Route 66. I don't really know what's going on at this point. I mean, it's hard to say. There's a lot of reasoning that could be being had, although, unfortunately for Overwatch and some teams, I feel like teams don't always put that much thought in. They put some thought in the map draft, but they don't always do the research that they should be doing. That could be a thing. It's hard to say. I mean, there's so many different takes as to why we could be seeing what we're seeing.
All right. Well, here we go. It was defense chosen by Mr. Zombs for the side of FaZe. We pause. We bring Cloud9 back in. Like you said, we've gotten quite efficient at this process over the course of the day. And
Or halfway, it's just
say
Kai Kai
that,
in.
oh, man,
And
you
so
picked
you're the
it.
one that's caster cursing it now.
Come on.
I was fine. I just gave Mendo an epic interest, but here, you just have Kai Kai.
He's like, I'll 1v6 you. No problem, bro.
I mean, he very well might. You guys didn't see Kyle, but he was at BlizzCon, and man, he got a new fly haircut. He had things going on. The one and only Kai
If only
Kai.
hair could hit.
Kyle himself. Dude, the hair is his strength.
Yeah.
That's what you don't understand.
What's the secret to it? You've
like-
got a pretty good hair game.
It's all right. It's all right.
I saw someone complimenting you. It's like, man, ZP's hair game, it's always on point.
All right. It wasn't always the case, so you know what? I will take whatever compliments I can get.
Well, listen, my hair game's always on point because I have no hair. So you or at least it's not off point. There's nothing to be off point with. So I'll take what I can get as well. Teams are in the game now, and just waiting for the already call.
Alrighty, so
Anything I could? I mean, we've seen that first point. It's been pretty tough for teams to break through ZP, even when they've had a good start. Only like once or twice has anyone gotten even to stage 2. Defense has definitely been trending stronger on this map, at least in this particular tournament.
in general, in Route 66, it's really hard for teams to get through all the way to the end, just because, in short, you don't have that much time. Now, a lot of times I feel like you should be able to get through point A. I think we have had a decent amount of mismatches here on Route 66. I would probably expect both of these teams to get through point A, but it's not guaranteed because it's very easy for the defense to win a few fights on top of big Earls and then manage their ult economy and really keep the attackers on the back foot. But you know what? We do probably have a treat to look forward to here, potentially. C9 has a unique take on Route 66.
And what would that be?
It involves everyone's favorite. He's an Omnic.
Mr.
He's not Zenyatta. It's Mr. Bastion,
President.
El Presidente.
Indeed. I thought we already elected our president, but apparently
I mean,
Cloud9 has chosen.
I mean, Bastion cashed in his money in the bank briefcase, and he is coming in to save Route 66.
Now, the last time they ran the Mr. President strategy, it was a complete flop. He really got nothing done, got knocked off the cart early, got completely shut down by, I want to say it was Tim the Standard on the McCree, if I'm remembering my games correctly here.
I think so.
And then he did ultimately end up swapping. Even had that kind of unfortunate tank engage mode and jumped on the roof, used all the shots, finally got one kill. It wasn't the dream Bastion.
No, it wasn't. Although I still think there's a pretty good chance that they do run the Bastion here. That said, I mean, if they give FaZe any credit whatsoever and go, okay, FaZe has watched some of the games that have been going on, maybe they don't come out here with the Bastion and go something more standard because that would be the more unpredictable thing. But overall, C9 has had a pretty good success rate. They like running it. It probably brings some joy to Surefour in some corners of his heart when he gets to run it. Shadowburn is still in the can, so we're just filling. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what C9 decides to come out with.
Yeah, so for those who are enjoying the event, guys, for those who want to see more, be sure to support FYM Hot Sauce. If you like hot and spicy food, you can go to bts.fymhotsauce.rocks and then use the code ROOT66 to get a discount. And every time you do, ZP takes a shot.
Whoa.
he didn't know that's what he was signing up for. When he
no, I don't think I got the memo here.
No.
That's too much hot sauce for one man, as tasty and awesome as it might be.
But, yeah, so the team's coming out now. Momentarily, we will see what they have in mind. And Surefour toying with our hearts, showing Soldier, showing Bastion, showing Genji. You just don't know with this man. We've also seen the dive comp be pretty effective here, too. So, like, maybe we do see that Diva Winston or a Tracer, Genji, those types of heroes as well.
Alrighty, so I regret to say it, but right now, if C9's early opening lineup is to be believed, there is no Bastion. It's a dark age. It's a dark time. Could be seeing the Genji, though, which is always interesting. And by the way, Kai not going to be the Hanzo. He just checks the train cart early on and Adam. A lot of toying right now.
Surefour really wants his money back, apparently. Trying to get break into that cash register with limited success there. Actually, the whole team is, even Diva, trying to crack that thing open, but not going to happen. So pretty standard setup here. It does look like this. They're going to bring Shadowburn out. He went to the bathroom, maybe had to stop off to wash his hands. They're frantically trying to rush him forward to the point. They are going to set up shop on top of the gas station. Good old Big Earls. With Too Easy on the hog, could be a good opportunity for him to find some bonus.
This makes you wonder about the wisdom of having a gas station.
All right, Mr. President it is.
Oh my goodness! Yes! Please, my body needs this. We got this. Surefour coming out here on the Bastion. The dream is in fact real. Does FaZe have the answer for this robot?
So generally he does not just sit on the cart. He likes to like kind of set up near it and just lay into anyone who tries to dive. Let's see exactly what the positioning will be. For now, just chipping away.
Surefour sitting here, not even going into turret mode right now. He is Battle Bastion.
It's like ghetto soldier mode for him, at least for the time being. But Shadowburn getting pretty close to a sword here, though. He's fairly low. He really wants to deal with that pesky Bastion, take the president out. Secret Service agents or not, and they are successful. Bastion down, they don't have the res yet.
Bastion is out of this. Shadowburn real close to Dragon Blade. FaZe being smothering here with this defense. They did a good job not letting Surefour get set up, and unfortunately, the dream is dead.
Instantly swapping. Last time he stayed on it a couple extra lives, but CP, you mentioned not much time on this map, and they don't want to risk getting completely shut out by sticking on it for too long.
Absolutely not. And that's why they're coming in with Vice President Reaper. I'm just going on this. Why not?
Who's on the cabinet then?
I mean Symmetra because she's never going to see any battle, but
she'll be your Secretary of Labor then. There we go. Oh, Shadowburn just getting to work now with the Angry Blade. Res forced out. Maybe not the ideal time. Then going to bring down the Winston immediately after that. Still resetting, dashing forward, looking for more, drilling another, even finish up Mendo, and then a victory up into the air. Swan dive down. The man lives to fight another day and already 20% of the way towards his next Dragon Blade.
C9 in a boatload of trouble right now. They haven't been able to build up much alt-wise. Rolf can even throw the nano boost on Surefour, but he's not going to do much right away. Not going to get the death loss immediately. Meanwhile, Zom's holding on to this Graviton. C9 is too grouped up. This could be just absolutely absolute pain hang their way. Zombs chomping at the bit to set up C9 here.
There's a whole hog ready to go at any moment. Not throwing the Graviton out just yet. Being patient through this one. Mendo also with his own Graviton available. When are they going to let it go? Still waiting. He gets sucked into the wall, but he's not actually taking any damage. This is too easy. Blast him from above. Laying in with the whole hog. Can he find the opening kills here? Kai at the same time. He does have the Primal Rage. Can he get it off? He will.
And here comes Sure4 moving into the back line. Kai doing all sorts of destruction with that Primal Rage. As C9 desperately trying to get through it. Here comes Shadowburn. Will he be the playmaker? Has 1, 2, moving, slicing the sword. Will he pick up the third? He does. Shadowburn saving the day for FaZe once more. Only a minute 23 remaining here for C9. They are on the hot seat here, LD.
What good patience. Just sitting back, waiting for the Winston to commit, go into Primal Rage form, and only then does he even attempt to make his way and doesn't want to get caught by the Tesla cannon as he gets closer to another sword. They're not going to have it for this fight, but whatever he did in the bathroom ZP, it worked, and it worked damn well.
I mean,
I want to toilet like
something.
that.
Oh my goodness, Shadowburn right now staying in the back line, but it's not working out. 3 kills here from C9, while Shadowburn is fighting Kai. Kai being the sacrificial lamb. No, it's Mendo. Sure4 right now. On the top, holding on to Death Blossom. Shadowburn buying enough time, but hasn't been enough. The payload still has to go a decent
I think they have another chance here to hold.
He's still holding on to the Dragon Blade. It could be a thing.
The hook, now looking to finish off that Winston. Blade available, patiently waiting, dashing in, looking for the Zen, gets him with the deep flex, what a shot. Now another reset, charging onto the Reinhardt, looking as well for the Zarya, forcing them back. Time is ticking, they're low, I don't think they get another regroup.
It's 15 seconds remaining here. C9 has to move in and get to payload. They push it pretty far, and that's working against them now. 8 seconds. Will they touch this in time? Shadowburn holding over the top with another Dragon Blade, and look at that Factor Fiction denying the way. Earth Shatter isn't enough. Overtime in progress. Here comes Shadowburn.
They get onto it. Adam trying to boop him back, limit the damage. It's not easy to do that against a man who's so good with this sharp sword. Bringing down a few, but Sure4 to the rescue. Unleashes. The Death Blossom isn't going to be enough, though. Winston not quite back there yet. It's up to Rulf. He keeps Sure4 alive. He holds the cart, and they will make it, by all accounts, it seems, to the checkpoint. But gosh, they are low on time, DP.
Oh my goodness, Sure4 being the hero, the savior that C9 needs at the very end. Withstanding and enduring, but you take a look at FaZe, they are going to be regrouping. Zom's going to have that Graviton. Both teams actually relatively even in terms of ultimates. It's going to be a showdown.
Like the swap. There's a Winston, there's not a lot of time to res and then reset or swap and reset here.
Vera's out, but here comes Zom's. Graviton is in, pulling them all in. Shadowburn trying to move that back line, push back a bit, but still 2 quick kills from FaZe.
Factor Fiction, he's got an Earth Shatter ready if he wants to commit it. Not choosing to just yet, forcing everyone back, and Adam will go down only halfway to a res here. They only have 45 seconds. It's like one more push. Maybe with the res, they can get some big momentum. It's got to be big from Adam.
And now for C9, they were on the hot seat a moment ago. Well, that seat has gone awfully warm yet again. 34 seconds remaining. C9 must win 2 fights in a row if they want to keep this going here on Route 66. They still have the push payload a long way. Rib leading the charge, but Shadowburn holding on to that Death Blossom. Gonna be looking to flank around and end C9 right here, right now.
They are getting close to a res for Adam, though. That could give them that extra bit of sustain. Hammer getting dropped now. Can we see a counter? Shadowburn for now. Locked in position, but not dead just yet. He stays alive through it all. Still holding on to Death Blossom. Adam not quite there. Needs this res. I think the turn at Sure4 finding the pickoffs. Adam will have it. How many can he get in overtime? For now, they don't need it. They're actually going to be fine, so they almost certainly can get to this next point, it looks like. Wiping the floor. Shadowburn going to come back, maybe gets 1 Death Blossom.
This is why you watch Overwatch right now. The cart is in overtime. C9 keeping up the momentum. The atmosphere right now electric for C9 as they keep things moving forward. FaZe going to have to try and get out here in a hurry. They can't get out, but the choke points are up. C9 could punish them very swiftly here. And don't forget, Adam has the res, even if things go badly. C9 keeping the dream alive.
Oh, that Discord Orb is really going to hurt this pig. Shadowburn moving in. He does get the Adam boost, looking to slow down this push. Finds the Reinhardt, chews through him immediately, but looks for the res.
Res right now, Adam holding on, goes right in. Heroes never die. They're coming right back in. Earth Shatter on the way, though. FaZe not getting up for that fight. Shadowburn spinning right in. Picks up 3 with the 8 of 2 easy.
But they're not dealing with Sure4. He just continues to lay it from the high ground. They do have a Graviton Surge. I think they might be able to potentially hold him back. He doesn't get on the card. He was close, but outgunned down the stretch.
You know, I'm not going to hate on that too much. I think it was a fight that they were going to lose there anyways.
And he was real close to the cart. He was just like a few meters too high above it.
On principle, probably should have been on the cart, but it's not as egregious as some of the things where you actually have the fight won and then you're not on the cart. Like, it's not rage-inducing, but FaZe, they've set themselves up so well here for their own attack.
All right. For FaZe, we haven't really seen anything nearly as unconventional, ZP. No Mr. President strat for them. They don't even... Well, okay. As I say that, Forsaken going to pick it up. But, I don't think we'll be seeing it.
Probably not. C9, it's sort of become their signature on this map as of late. Don't know if FaZe is really too eager to hop into that degree of mimicry. We'll see.
It seems like actually quite a difficult strat to execute as well against the top teams because they don't let the Bastion get comfortable in Sentry form. They're always threatening to knock him off, looking to go at him, throwing the Discord orb on him, jumping forward using Zarya's shield. So like he never gets comfortable and really gets to go to work in turret war.
It's more of a surprise thing, but the problem is for C9 is that they've been running it so much recently that it's not really a surprise anymore. You know it's coming. You're not going to over-engage in such a way that you get caught off guard. So I feel like for C9, they should probably retire it for a little while and then bust it back out when it really matters.
It's not a pocket strat when you do it every game.
No, then it's just your main strategy. And you know what? People are smart. They can review game tape. They can know what's coming.
Cloud9 still got a lot of momentum though. Like they almost got full held, and now it feels like they have a decent chance here if they can get some early picks, get things rolling. Lots of snowball potential for these DPS heroes, the Genji as well as the Reaper. Either Mendo or Sure4 could take over.
Absolutely, and again, we'll run into Genji here on the defense. We saw it out of Shadowburn. You can see it here from Sure4. Meanwhile, look at the offense. There will be no Genji. It's really just going to be looking too easy to get these hooks off and start things on the right thing. And we have a flank hog, a sneak hog in progress, looking for that hook. Connects, but grabs in someone that kind of hold his own.
Sneaky piggy, but he's like, I don't really want to fight that giant, nasty German man. I'm going back.
Yeah, not quite what I was looking for. Kai able to punch back to victim all that goes on. So C9 bending back, not breaking just yet. Payload has gotten some degree of push, but C9 should be able to push right back in here in just a moment. Pretty good adaptations coming in, but what a hook from Too Easy! Oh my goodness, I can't believe that hit.
Incredible grab there, and unlike the side of Team FaZe, it's a much longer way to run for Cloud9, so they gotta hustle to get back here. They can't afford to lose too many more. They are getting close to a Dragon Blade. Could be what slows this push down.
Too Easy with another pickoff. That's 3. Make it 4 big hooks in a row for Too Easy. This man is going crazy on Hog right now. And even though Sure4 has a Dragon Blade, the odds are stacked against him as so many people just died to that Roadhog.
No setup, nobody really there to get on the payload. They're going to let this first point go in short order. They must reset Cloud9, and they have a stauncher hold here as we head to the second choke.
For C9, I mean, they have that Dragon Blade from Sure4, but they don't have a whole lot else. Meanwhile, FaZe, they are holding on to quite a few tools here. They're going to have that prolific combo, that Nano Boost Death Blossom here in just a moment. C9 really needs to play around this carefully, or things go back to Sure4 right now. Trying to interrupt Shadowburn, not quite succeeding. Shadowburn getting very close to being in position.
Shadowburn does have the high ground, but contesting him constantly. This is Genji's natural playground. He goes with the deflect. Actually going to commit the Death Blossom, but the timing, the teamwork is there. He gets booped all around. He's not actually hitting all that hard with the shotguns right now, but somehow survived through it. Perhaps just as importantly, still, they've already lost 2. Nobody down on FaZe.
That was such good support coming in from Raucus to keep Shadowburn alive there. All that damage from the Shadowburn. Raucus didn't care. Kept landing shot after shot. Needles into Reaper. Keeps him up. And the momentum for FaZe is real. They're really close to taking this map, LD.
They have to commit everything here. They can't afford to just wait for another fight CP or they might get brought down. And again, it's Too Easy, living up to his name. Hook after hook, play after play. The cart's almost there. Sure4 desperately stalling, lobbing in a pulse bomb. Not going to find the kill just yet, but still surviving. He might have actually bought enough time with the team coming in. They can start to clean up this push. They can start to mount a big defense at the cart. But Mendo looking for the opening here. He brings in the shotguns. And for now, at least, they have held.
Mendo bringing a little bit of sanity here to this defense. Rolf getting pretty close to Transcendence. Not going to get at the immediate start of this next fight, but will get it if it drags on. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here. FaZe with a whole lot of time, a whole lot of options. And for them, I think they're just going to be going with the bread and butter here. Shadowburn going to be looking to get that back line with the Nano Boost once more. And with Too Easy taking down Surefour, there's a big moment of opportunity.
Oh, Beyblade is available, spinning with the shield. We've seen this combo so many times. Now Factor Fiction ready to go with the Earth Shatter. He's just going to wait out and look for the opening. He finds Mendo, charges him away, taking the Zen on a ride. And unfortunately, during that time, your Transcendence ends and your pain begins. Brings him down, but also away from the main fight.
He's away from the main fight, but Soundbear comes in late for C9. That's going to give them the stain they need to really push back on this. This is looking very good for them right now. Surefour being a duelist, back and forth, pushing in, and now tables have turned. Minute 35 left here. C9 knocking on the door of getting a hold here on second. FaZe perhaps falling apart. We're going to have to see. Will Zombs be the hero they need?
We could see a big old sonic boom. Look for that potential Graviton Surge right into a Pulse Bomb. It's Kai who could set this all up. Surefour at the ready.
Holding on. Here comes the Graviton, gonna pull in two. Surefour there at the fall through. No, he's not. He can't get in for the Big Bang combo. Was not in position. Has given FaZe an opportunity. FaZe moving in and about. Mendo with the Death Blossom. Takes down one, gets killed in turn. FaZe trying to stay alive here. Shadowburn at no HP with the clutch deflect. But Surefour still dashing in and around, picking up two. Can he be stopped? The answer might be no.
Surefour showing what a dominant force he is, and so dominant, in fact, that he knocked the hot sauce off the freaking standards on CP. This match is delivering in terms of hype at all levels and in all ways. It's not over yet, but comes down to the wire now. Pulse Bomb not ready yet, but Shadowburn, he does have his big sword. They've got the Nano Boost. This is the opening.
It all comes down to this. Nano Boost in on Shadowburn at the last moment. Slicing, taking down Rolf immediately. Is Shadowburn done? Looking for more, looking for Mendo. Mendo able to squirt away. Still looking for a little bit extra. Surefour, though, doing such work in the backfield. This might be it. 10 seconds remaining. C9 on the verge of another epic hold.
They continue to be the comeback kids here today. Down first, 0-1 in the overall matches against the teams. They will hold the second point. GG indeed. They win the War of Push, and they just can't make it easy for their fans. ZP, they want to give somebody a heart attack, it seems.
I mean, probably that person is me within reason here, because I was rooting for C9 in the beginning, and then they lost, and I had to drink hot sauce, and now I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to play the odds, go with the FaZe. FaZe now one map away from losing, where again, I'm going to have to drink hot sauce, so really, I don't know who to blame here. Karma, Fate, Overwatch teams. But in all seriousness, it was a gem of a game coming out from C9, where even if their attack wasn't great, their counter defense even better than FaZe's.
It's so much time bought there that it felt like the critical turning point was that stall when the cart reached its zenith, the apex of the push. A lot of time bought by Surefour. The team piled in after him. They managed to get some Ana heals on him. He recalled. They started to get momentum with Mendo pushing everyone back. Kai buying time for them with shields. And then all of a sudden, it turned around as the invitation has been extended for a little sexy time. I think the only sexy time Shadowburn's interested in having right now is not fit for TV, though. He wants to do terrible things.
Kai is giving him a pretty attractive offer there. I mean, he's asking him to come to the hot tub. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about this hot tub that apparently C9 has in their house. So, you ever find your way down to that C9 team house, check out the hot tub. Reviews are coming good. Grant.
All right. Cloud9 quickly becoming Clutch 9 here, I think it's fair to say. They continue to push forward. So what's it going to be next? FaZe getting the choice of Dorado or Hollywood. They opt for Hollywood. So much for that being Cloud9's map. I guess FaZe just either they don't believe it or they just refuse to admit it. But either way, they are going right back.
They want that salty run
grinder.
back.
They're getting it. They're getting the salty run back.
And right now, the vibe I'm getting from FaZe is that they are a little bit salty. That's sort of their MO when things don't go well for them. So C9 going to leave the lobby. We're going to start up here. We're going to get on a central to east server. C9's going to rejoin the lobby. And C9 going to be on match point.
So C9 has taken 3 maps in a row after getting 2-1 to push this to match point, they now have a game to give. They can afford to lose this game, still win on the third one. They've got to be feeling so comfortable and just like on fire at this point.
You would think so. I mean, they've really been playing well through the latter part of this day. And FaZe, again, you stop and think of what could have happened if FaZe had simply won on Hollywood the first time around. But ever since that amazing hold from C9, it's felt like we've been watching two different teams FaZe their tournament life now on the line in a must-win situation here in Hollywood. This is the Route 66 Cup, brought to you by BTS. I'm ZP. That's LD. And we're getting into what should be a good one.
Yeah, guys, be sure, of course, if you haven't already, to follow this man at TempoZP, and myself, if you'd like, at LD Dota, though that name hopefully will be changing soon. It's hard to find a name on Twitter when your main name's only 2 characters. I want just at LD, but it's like currently it's unavailable. So if you have any suggestions, guys, tweet them at me. But for those who also want to support our sponsors, of course, you can follow at FYM Hot Sauce. And with that, just waiting for the teams to be ready here. What could be our final map? It's been a hell of a Cup, ZP. It started off a little slow, a little stompy, but this last day has been some of the best Overwatch I've seen out of North America in a long time.
Absolutely. And again, this is a matchup that's really been very standard as of late, where you take a look at the NA Cups that have been going on. We are missing a few teams like Envious, NRG, and etc. because they are off having fun adventures in Korea.
Well,
but
you say that. We saw Seagull stream last night.
Yeah, well.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so there's fun adventures for the most part, a little bit of trouble here and there. But overall, we have, of course, teams that are still leveling up here in NA, teams that weren't invited there, and as a result, we've been seeing a lot of C9 versus FaZe. Been getting a lot of extra stories along the lines, your Rises, your Kingdoms, your Immortals, and all the rest. But it does come down here, the C9 versus FaZe. And it's been a great one here this far.
So, what are we going to see, ZP? Are there adjustments you need to make at this point? Like, do they need to change their overall strategy, or to use this just much more about execution in the mental game?
I don't think they're going to change too much up here, although, even though they're not the team that really needs to change anything up, C9, I think they've realized that they don't think they're doing quite as well at the May as they would like, and thus, rather than coming out here at the May and looking for control, C9 just going to be looking to be bruising FaZe right in their face, sure, for opening up this defense on the Roadhog.
All right, we've seen some big Roadhog play. Shadowburn was very aggressive when he played the Genji last time. He just went rushing in almost immediately onto that elevator in the back of the first point and lived to tell the tale. So with the Winston to join him, Fact of Fiction, not going to be playing the Reinhardt, at least not yet. Forsaken going onto the Zen. Yeah, it looks like it will be the diving heroes. They are looking to just get to the backliners ASAP.
Indeed, and Shadowburn just going to be looking to go in. And Fact of Fiction and Shadowburn, they have great coordination for how they go in on the cafe. Fact of Fiction is in, Shadowburn in right with them, and Mendo Kusai unable to withstand, taken out by Forsaken. What a blitz coming in here from FaZe.
Already, Shadowburn almost has a sword. Yeesh, I don't think I've seen a take more decisive in a while. They'll try to hold here. Kai, one of the better heroes to match up against Genji, but he's just snowballing too hard, completely stopping the defense. Already it's been capped. Blink and you'll miss it.
That is such a dirty, dirty combo. Just clearly well practiced coming in from FaZe. Really good rush down of that point. There was no slow Reinhardt business there. There was only giving C9 the business, period.
Oh dear, so we do see a swap, Sure4, already moving on to the Tracer here. Now onto the Genji, trying to decide what the right composition is, but they do it, and they go into a big ult disadvantage with 3 ults basically there, another 3 fairly close at 60% plus, and the cart rolling freely. High ground has already been claimed. It's a good positioning thus far for FaZe.
Shadowburn takes the sky, brings out the sword. Wolf went for the sleep, whipped it entirely, but Kai right there, shutting down Shadowburn. C9 now controls, bring this back.
Good positioning by the Winston and working up Forsaken, going to bring down one support, roasting a second. Lucio wants a little help, he's not going to get it. There's the pounce in once again, while Shadowburn only now just respawning. Kai really shutting this down with some great positioning and staying alive for now.
Kai keeping up, going in, still creating all sorts of disruption. Already got 2 pickoffs in this fight, and look at the stall coming out. His team not quite with him right now, has to back out, but really good Winston play coming out from Kai there. But here comes FaZe once more, Fact of Fiction leading the way. Earth Shatter coming in, and Shadowburn goes to the backline, taking down Kai.
Meanwhile, Sure4 does have his own big bad blade available and wants to use it. Slicing through two, cleaving, looking for more. Mendo actually the one getting the kills though, as he gets an opening with Sure4 just kind of playing the front man, creating space for him.
And finally, C9 gets to breathe after what was
Are we going to see another like ridiculous hold with 4 minutes to go?
Maybe, I mean...
It seems like it's possible.
It is totally possible. Shadowburn's going to Dragon Blade here in this next fight. There's not going to be too much C9 has to deal with it, short of Mendo catching him off guard early on, but look at the movement coming from Shadowburn, man. I would say it's like a ninja, but he is technically playing a ninja. He's moving in, though, going to the back line. Dragon Blade about to be on the way. Mendo at the Deadeye to zone things out. Doesn't have anything just yet, but Shadowburn already falling. C9 gonna hold.
Too easy. You made the mistake of questioning his reaction. You will pay for it. And meanwhile, Sure4 getting those kills. He's close to another blade. Cloud9, they're doing it again, it looks like. At least buying time. And it's not going to be a crazy run-up score here for FaZe. Not to the same extent. They will have to reset. Now, the good news is this time they do have the ults to combo. They'll have the Winston to create space, the Zarya to hold them in position so Shadowburn can do his dirty work. Too Easy might even be able to come in with the pulse bomb.
They're going to have to deal with here, though, is Sure4 with a Dragon Blade with the Nano Boost. They haven't tried to deal with it, but here we go. Sunburn out here from the offense. Everyone going in. Shadowburn, Sure4. Sure4's the Blade Unleashed.
Yeah, he goes in. He's the one who benefits from the Nano Boost. Well, meanwhile, it's going to be Shadowburn trying to find that Lucio. Does bring him down, but Sure4 able to answer back. Two Genjis really took it out. A good old-fashioned ninja duel. You thought ninjas were gone. You were wrong, but Forsaken with the kick. Buddha style will bring him down and puts an end to him.
Oh man, Sure4 not expecting that game of footsie to take him out, but Forsaken, what an incredibly important play that had come out there. Shadowburn leading the way forward, and now FaZe clearing through. Very likely take the second point.
All right, 2.5 minutes to go here, but they're going to get a little boost as far as the time. Do they get on the cart? Trying for it. They have another blade ready. Shadowbird's going to unleash it. Looking for that Ana. He's like, come over here. Get over there. I gotcha. Brings him down. Team's there to back him up. Cart getting real close. He will die. Mendo rolling in. Doing his best to make America proud, but America, I'm sure, is proud, but it is a sacrifice as he too will fall.
Farewell to the Americree. C9 now. Well, we saw them in this position before. They actually had to defend for an even longer period of time last time we were here in Hollywood. FaZe not quite with the momentum they had last time we were here either. This is going to be a little bit more even between both teams.
And they are swapping. Very importantly, Shadowburn now onto the Reaper. He's not going to stick on the Genji. He wants to deal with Kai. And there is a little more as far as ways to ambush here for the Reaper. Some really good high ground you can abuse, DP.
Absolutely, and Shadowburn just looking for that opportunity. Take a look at C9. They're very spread out here. Back to point, kind of giving a lot of room here to FaZe. They are now starting to move up a little bit. Mendo on the hunt. He smells the Zenyatta. Hasn't picked him off just yet, but Sure4 on the Shadowburn means that C5 for C9, they should be able to roll right in.
Sure4 is moving in very aggressively onto the Roadhog, actually bypassing him, spins, and wins that fight for sure. Clutches it easily. Great nano boost by Roll.
The interesting thing, though, is that I don't know if they need both nano boost and the Death Blast tonight. I think just one might have sufficed. They were already down a key player, so arguably C9 invested a little bit too much economy into that fight. Here comes FaZe back on the other chance here, so we'll see if C9 regrets using all of them.
And good news, also, FaZe a bit lacking when it comes to ultimates. They don't have a whole lot to work with here.
Earthshatter comes in from Rib, trying to set things up. Back to Fiction.
Good charge there, taking him for a long ride. Factor Fiction Forsaken down, and now working on Shadowburn. Sure4 lays into him, but the Zarya shield keeps his Reaper opposition alive, at least for the moment. Vice President survives, let's fight another day. Rockets can power somebody up. Who's going to get that nano boost? Doesn't use it on Shadowburn. Generally has been the man, but oh, look at this. Kai could be huge.
Could be huge. Kai with the Graviton pulls in 3. Is the fall through there. Sure4 tried to get in. He had the nano boost, but he ended up taking a nap. Still, though, Factor Fiction is down. Nobody able to punish Sure4. C9 so comfortable defending this last point. Looking even more with strength compared to the last time around.
Oh, look at the aggression. They're going for a bold dive. The flashbang finisher. Forsaken says, team, why have you? Why have you left me to die? Why have you forsaken me? But he will be coming back now. They'll have Zombs with Too Easily. Can combo here. No support available. This actually could be a big Graviton surge. for Mr. Zombs. They're going to look to rev it up. No, Zombs actually getting slept too easy. Wanted a little more backup, but he's out of the fight already. And now the counter from Mendo, who also gets shut down.
C9, their defense still absolutely fearsome, pushing back. Under a minute remaining here for FaZe. FaZe, they do have some tools up and available, and it's going to have to be enough here, LD, because of 35 seconds left. This is do or die for FaZe. C9 was able to win with 2 minutes remaining last time around. FaZe, if they want to win this, will certainly need to finish it out. Here comes the Graviton. Last gasp here for FaZe.
He does have access to the Reaper ult, but for now, not upping to use it. Moving on to Rolf. Charging in, Death Blossom still available, trying to be patient with this one. Mendo comes in from behind, not going to be able to lock him down for the moment. He wants that soul, it gets sucked in, he gets the health pack as well. Might be able to snowball this. Mendo in a bit of danger before sitting back, and Kai holding down, just completely isolated. Shadowbird dealt with, Kai doing the real work here.
Just like that, C9 has laid the groundwork. They have done exactly what they need to do.
They hold again, about the same spot, a little bit further back. Now ZP, can they have an equally good offense? It seems like everything is just working out for them in these key moments so far.
Everything is absolutely working out for C9 right now, and you take a look at this. If all they have to do is replicate their last performance on Attack in Hollywood, not even to the same degree, they just need to get to the end. They can be out of time and get to the end, and they're still going to win the map, they'll win the tournament, and they will complete the reset dream. FaZe has to be under a lot of pressure right now, and for them, best chance opportunity is really just getting the full hold on A, but that it can be so incredibly difficult. You don't see it very often, but for FaZe, that is now the reality of which they've put themselves in.
And I think, a storyline that's kind of defined a lot of the Hollywood play we've seen ZP, it's been the May picks either not working out or just not being opted for in a lot of cases. And increasingly, the deeper we've gone in the event, we just haven't seen as much May. The teams just don't seem to either be able to execute it at first, and now it just seems like they don't really believe in it all that much.
It's very interesting because we have seen incredible May games come out, but it's just a matter of, it's not just about splitting off a team. It's about your entire team being on the same page, waiting for the split and going in. Too many times in the tournament, I think we've seen cases where teams run a May, they get a split, but then their entire team is holding far back, so it doesn't matter, and then everyone just rushes in while the May has no wall. It's actually your worst case scenario. So I don't know what's going on there. I think May probably could have been given a little bit more justice over the course of the tournament, but not going to be showing up here on the defense for FaZe. And it's the defense for FaZe that's really going to be demanding a lot here out of 2 Easy. Shadowburn, of course, should be consistent on his Reaper, but 2 Easy again be needing to be fearsome on his pickoffs, because if he doesn't get them, C9 very well can just overwhelm and put FaZe to rest.
Well, he shoots, he does score. Back to Fiction getting that early bonus percentage. He tries to develop an early Earth Shatter, but they are giving up as usual, it seems. The Archway, though, with a hook like that, it might be just fine to do that all day.
And they just need more of that. They're going to need maybe 6 or 7 more of those going forward.
No big deal.
Not a enormous amount, but a lot. And grabs another one, takes out Wolf. So 2 Easy, pretty good start here. And they just need to keep C9 staggered. You want to keep the hope alive of getting this first one home.
The tank play is really heating up. Reels in another, combining with Factor Fiction, who got the pin, and all of a sudden, both tanks closing in on very fast ults. Cloud9, oh, they're having a little more trouble this time.
C9 absolutely having a little bit more trouble. Now, C9, I assume they're going to be saving up ult charge here, but they haven't really built that much thus far. That's how powerful 2 Easy's hooks have been. Factor Fiction, holding on to that Earth Shatter. Of course, one of the better Ryan hooks in the game, has been great at landing it. But Team 9 now, at least, they're going to break through the Archway. They're all through, but add another hook. That's a hook coming in from the offense. And gonna take down Zombs. And C9 now, 65 advantage.
Get in there.
All right, Shadowburn, you're powered up. He says, get to work, and trying to fight open as he runs into quite a pack of enemies. He has the Death Blossom, though. They all juke around the corner. Shadowburn largely ineffective with that. Can Zombs help a little bit more to hold this? He will have access to the ult, but he's out of the picture for the time being as they scatter the opposition to a certain extent and look to bring down Rogue. Surefour will manage to do it, but Shadowburn coming back in. He will fall. Good Zarya ult, but do they have to follow up? Doesn't look like it.
And you know, I gotta say, when it comes to just general themes, if Shadowburn can't really get much done with 2 of the best ultimates in the game in a closed room situation, it just might not be FaZe's series here, because C9 doing everything right. They get through point A relatively quickly, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. to get through seconds.
Oh,
and they have
Sakura
some momentum as well when it comes to like.
playing a little footsie here with Factor Fiction on the Reinhardt. Had a hot start, but can he keep it up? No ultimate in sight. Meanwhile, Mendo, eyes on him because he has the Graviton Surge. Could unwind it at any moment. Really open up the fight, Sure4. He'd love to drop him down and helicopter in from above and make this big combo happen.
Sure4, he's going to be looking for just that. Waiting for his opportunity on the ground floor, but could just get speed boosted in. Wolf so close here to the boost, but here comes Mendo. Graviton going to be on Sure4. Is he there for the fall through? Getting zoned out, can't get in, but doesn't matter because Mendo is zone fall through. Picks up 2. C9 is still just rolling right along.
Oh, fire strike to the heart, and this is almost already going right down to where it got stopped last time. They will have a nano boost. They will have the Beyblade, and they've got an Earth Shatter to try and control this fight. They can even commit a sound barrier, but you got to be careful not to overdo it because they have to hold for quite a while, ZP.
They have to hold for quite a while, but oh my goodness. Look what C9 has. Here comes the nano boost. Sure4 rolling right in. Mendo able to take down Toms immediately. FaZe already bleeding members. Shadowburn, though, being the hero in over the top, grabs 3.
And that should derail the push. Sure4, Wolf still standing, but they don't have much to work with. All the ults committed there by C9. They smelled victory. The victory is not theirs yet.
Not at all. And take a look at Shadowburn. Can be backing up, looking for position here. FaZe desperately needing to hold here at second for another 3 minutes. They weren't able to have the first point hold green, but if it gets the third, it could be good night. C9 though, luckily for FaZe, not really working with too much here on this next push. So all FaZe really needs to do, one good hook too easy, might put an end to this push before the ends.
Now they look to assume control of high ground. As we didn't mention, but Kai has been playing the D.Va here. Perhaps an effort to shut Shadowburn down, absorb some of those big playmaking ultimates, and just keep control of these rooftops. Now dropping down to the low ground. Too easy though, getting to work, unloading with the whole hog and driving them back.
Big Earth Shatter coming in here from Rib isn't going to be enough. C9 isn't there for me to fall through. Mendo though, coming in with the Graviton.
Their follow-up, it's just him, but the microwave oven is cooking the entirety of the FaZe squadron fairly quickly. Doesn't fully find the kills, but Kai there with the follow-up, driving them back. He gets hooked by Too Easy. Can Too Easy play the hero now?
Too Easy going to try, but he is up against some very large odds. Not able to get to the payload in time, and EMF was immediately dispatched by Kai. Cloud9 potentially on a victory lap. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. They don't need to finish it out. They just need to bring the payload to that yellow square. Not even in the final area. So for FaZe, they're going to have a monstrous hold. It needs to happen now.
And the tricky thing here, ZP, is because they didn't push all the way, you can't rely on just throwing bodies at the cart for the spawn. It's a little bit too far to run for most characters. It could come back to be the difference maker.
It absolutely could, and FaZe probably regretting their offense right about now. And here's Kai in over the top. He almost has the D.Va explosion up and ready. Gonna find Raucus immediately.
Oh for a bit more. Meanwhile, Ana ulted getting extended. Factor Fiction dropping low to this. Now flying up in the sky, but it's gonna end up going down. Mendo though scores his ultimate. The kaboom comes out, followed up by the power of Mendo. Looking to bring down Too Easy. Can he do it? Punches him in the face and knocks him out, and this cart rushes forward.
And is this going to be it? Cloud9 so close to their goal, so close to winning the Route 66 Cup. FaZe trying to roll back out, contesting the cart. 1.91 meters. Sure4 saying no way. Nano boost on him. 2 members of FaZe fall. Shadowburn in the back. Is this his final stand?
He tries. He'll heal up. The GGs are calling him with one final swipe of that hammer. They'll take it. Cloud9, the 4-0 double BO3 run back. If there was salt from FaZe, it was punished, CP.
And for me, it just felt like the entire complexion of these series changed when FaZe, they came out so strong on Hollywood back in the first series. And then Cloud9 came out with heroics, and mentally, FaZe was guard broken. They never recovered. They were playing okay, but C9 had their number, was outplaying them in most facets of the game. And that was it. And Shadowburn had some heroics here, but it was too little, too late. Cloud9 going to be your champions here today.
I mean, it is pretty late in Russia. It didn't really seem like he played particularly poorly or anything. There were a few points, though, where the team wasn't entirely on the same page. And, you know, to me, this is mostly just a story of, like, sometimes you just get hot. Cloud9 got hot. You're about to get hot as he starts to shake up the hot sauce. So
I am shaking up the hot sauce, and you know what? This is a little bit crazy this year, but I gotta say, guys, because the hot sauce bottle, like, not all of it goes in, I'm gonna be giving myself an extra dose here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, look, I would have to cast after this. I just need to live, which is optional.
So, guys, before he does this, if you want to support FYM Hot Sauce, if you enjoyed this event, want to see more, go to bts.fymhotsauce.rocks. Use the code ROOT66. If you like food hot and spicy, or even extra hot and spicy, this is the sauce for you. ZP, you've been a trooper, man. You've been pretty unlucky with your bets, though, I got to say. You bet against Tempo, you were a traitor, came back to haunt you. Now you try to go with FaZe and ride that easy 1-0 advantage in a best-of-3 grand finals, dude. And you get punished. Serves you right. You traitor.
They won earlier in the day, and I even said my heart was C9, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go on the numbers here. These teams are pretty close. FaZe only needs to win one series. But, unfortunately, we have come to this point. FaZe.
I'm just so glad it's not me.
Yeah, you didn't want any part of the extra hot.
But I took what looked like it could have been the losing bet. Okay.
Okay.
I was willing. I would have done my diligence.
It's true. It's true. All right, just give me the cup already, dude. Like,
I thought you were just gonna chug down the bottle, but there you
go.
No.
I'm not chugging down the dude. That would. It's not even like that chuggable. Hang on.
All right.
I was gonna like twist off the cap. I clearly don't want to twist off the cap. Maybe I do. I don't even know.
Maybe.
Either way. In comes the hot sauce. We're just going to keep going here for a bit because clearly I deserve this.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, though, the real heroes here, Cloud9, big congratulations to them. They walk away with $3,500. As for FaZe, still a good showing, $1,500.
All right, so we got the extra hot in here.
Or sorry, $3,150 and then $500 for Rise Nation. Yep. You finished third, and you, my friend,
finished
you
third.
Finished first in our hearts.
I finished first in incredible amounts of pain. This is pretty rough the first time around. There's even more this time. So bottoms up. Congratulations, Cloud9, on another great tournament win. Congratulations, me, on the burning I'm about to experience. Bottoms up. That was so much more than last time. And that's much spicier than the green stuff.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the Route 66 Overwatch Cup. He's going to be suffering, but it'll be for a good cause. Thank you to FYM Hot Sauce for supporting the event. Congratulations to Cloud9. Good showing by FaZe and Rise Nation. And you are going to have some very clean sinuses. That's the good news.
Oh, man. Good day of Overwatch.
Thanks for watching, guys. At Tempo's EP, at LD Dota, soon to change probably, and of course at FYM Hot Sauce. Thanks for watching. This concludes the Route 66 Overwatch Cup. I am new to casting Overwatch, so if you have feedback for me as a caster, by all means, feel free to tweet at me. Feel free to DM me on Reddit. Email me, davidg@beyondthesummit.tv. I know I have a lot to learn. CP, thank you very much for.
Thank you. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Appreciate it. Learned a lot, and hope to be doing it again soon. So thanks again, guys.
See ya.
Poor CP.
Oh man.
RIP.